What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to another episode of Screen Time with KerbRider, i.e. me. I'm back once again with the Hunter. So that means it is that time of the month again. We are back for another physical media rundown. Welcome to the show, Shane. How are you, mate?
What what's going on, Adam? It's spun around like a slingshot. It's just bam bam, here we are.
Yes, I swear I didn't have this plan, but it's like a Smash Mouth song. The months keep coming and they don't stop coming. We'll
It's
change it
true.
up for this
Like
show.
it's like we do the show and then the show comes out, and then before
Yep.
we know it, it's time to prep again and we're doing the show
Yeah, once
again,
again. But
once
we love
again.
it. But we love it. That's why we keep doing it. And we're here for you folks. And if you want other folks to be involved in the show, let them know. Just to help us out. If you're a loyal listener or if this is your first time listening and you like what we're talking about, um, even if you don't like what we're talking about, someone might. So yeah, like, subscribe, share to the channel. You can go on my Instagram channel, which is the same name as the show. It's KerbRider_Screen Time. Or Shane is Blu Relic Hunters now. He's upgraded. He's got a plural.
Yeah,
Do you want to tell us about that actually before we get into
yeah.
stuff?
There's been a bit of an update on my page,
Yeah.
which is now not just my page. It's now two. So my partner Kelly and I have combined our magical powers to rival Captain Planet and all his powers. And yeah, we're doing this together now. So,
Captain
instead
Planet.
of just Blue Relic Hunter, the lone wolf pack has grown into two,
Mm.
and now we're hunting together. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Kelly's been doing posts for films that we've been watching, and getting in on all the sales action and just learning
Mm.
about this whole weird and
You're
wonderful game that we play day in, day out.
you're her physical
So,
media sensei, I would say. She's your Daniel Caruso. Can we call her
oh, absolutely. Like this is it's a big deal. Like when we get to our pickups and stuff,
that?
there's a bit of a
Yeah.
change in this camp.
Yes. Yes, there's been a switch. There's been a tonal switch, and I knew it would happen eventually. I knew it would happen. And we're here. We're here sooner than I thought, actually, and I love it. It's great to see you back in the game proper. It had been building up, but there was something I was going to bring up before we got into talking points. But I don't ever know what that was. So you said you had. I don't have many talking points. This show, you have one. I'm going to let you go first this time around.
Oh, all
So
right.
lay it on
Put,
me. I don't know what it is, obviously. So yeah, bring it on.
totally put me on the spot like that, and like just make me
Hey,
go off the bat with a talking point. Um, This one, I was thinking about this yesterday because I've currently secured a storage unit that
Hmm.
I'm rounding up all my stuff that's scattered over four different locations, as I've mentioned many times. So yeah, I was getting stuff from my dad yesterday, and I didn't think I had a lot of movie boxes there. Well, lo and behold, I had way more there than I thought. So I had
Hmm.
a lot of big boxes of the Blu-rays. I had a lot of big boxes of the 4Ks, a couple of the boutique Arrow VS stuff, and I was just like, holy fuck, there is a lot of stuff here. So I've still got another big lot that's at a mate's place,
Hmm.
and that should be all the collection shifted, and then just other big stuff from my container. Um, but it made me think of this. We own physical media, but does physical media own us?
I knew that's what you were
And
going
that
to say. Yeah,
now
yeah.
that got me thinking
Hmm.
because when I was in Tassie, the collection is on the shelves. There it is. We keep adding to it,
Yep.
and it's great. We get to look at it whenever we like, and that's fine. And then it moved, and I've no longer got access to it. I can no longer look at these things. I
Hmm.
can't just go and pick something because it's in boxes. I
Yep.
can't look at it anymore.
Yep.
Um, and it just made me think of a lot of things. It was emotionally heavy yesterday because I'm
Mm.
moving this stuff again. This is
Yeah.
about the fourth time I've had to move it since I got back to Adelaide. And it made me think about the fact that this collection has shifted three houses in Adelaide. It went
Wow.
over the ditch to Hobart. It's come back over the ditch to Adelaide again.
Mm.
And it's gradually over the 10 years, 11, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can't have it, it's like I feel, yes, I own this collection. Yes, that's great.
Yep.
But when you can't have it, and you have to keep shifting it, it's got the control, it's got the power, and it's like the, the physical
It's a really
media is owning you again because
yes.
it's like,
Yeah.
huh,
There have
well,
been movies
you,
about there have been movies made about this type of thing where what
hmm,
we love, what we buy, those things end up owning us. And I think it's a really great philosophical discussion. It's a really good point because I agree with you because when you can't see it, like I've actually boxed up about 500 of my Blu-rays to make shelf on the space on my shelves. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show before, but just to clear up some stuff that I don't think I'll watch anytime soon or it's on streaming and I don't really need to have it on the shelf displayed. So it's just made room for new stuff because, space is limited for the vast majority of us. And you do kind of, like you said, you start, well, what I was getting from what you were saying is that you start pining for it because you own it, but you don't get to appreciate it. And that's what you buy. That's what
absolutely.
you collect this stuff because you want to appreciate it as well as watch them, obviously. But it doesn't matter what you collect. You want to have them on display because otherwise, what's the point in collecting them? So yeah, at a certain point, what we love does end up owning us as well, and that can go for people as well, right? Because you've devoted a chunk of your life to this aspect, to this one element, and yeah, to go without it, it means it does end up owning you as well. So yeah, it's a really good trope. Do you reckon they're like Toy Story and they're sitting in the box just chatting amongst themselves, saying, "One day you'll get us out of the dark again"?
It, I mean, that's a pretty good point
Yeah.
to throw out there. It could be like that. They're
Mm,
all chatting amongst themselves, and
mm,
I know, like, while I was going through these things yesterday, and I was handpicking a couple here and there out to actually watch with Kelly, ones that she may have seen or may not have seen. Um, and like we watched The Young Poisoner's Handbook last night on DVD, and I've had that for over 20 years,
wow.
and you can't get that anywhere else. It's
Mm,
not on streaming. You may be able to download it, but we're watching this movie. She'd never seen it. Absolutely loved it. I've loved it. It's entertaining to me. And I did say, I'm like, this is what physical media collecting to me is all about. That I get
mm.
to watch this movie. I have it in my hands. We're watching it right now. You can't watch this anywhere else. And she's like, I get it. I totally get this.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it
yeah,
it just clicks right there. So,
yes. So is that
that,
what roped her into the physical media is important type of situation?
well, I think she could just see, like, when I got that first VS order in 6, 7 weeks ago, and the joy on my face when I'm going through these things
Yeah,
and
yeah.
putting the slipcover cases over and have a look at this and we got that and blah blah blah.
Mm.
And she could just see I'm fully into this. I love it. And it's I haven't really been like that for a while because
Mm.
the collection is not where I can look at it. So I can't just
Yeah,
peruse it and go, oh yeah, I remember that one,
yeah,
which is going to happen when they go on shelves one day. I'll get to
absolutely.
see ones that I've forgotten about because
Hmm.
they've been boxed up for so long. But that's, we collect because we want to own that release. We want to watch it whenever, at any time. We
Yeah,
don't want to wait for it to go back to streaming if it ever
absolutely.
does at all.
Yeah,
And I think when people go, why do you bother collecting things like that? They just
yeah,
take up lots of space. And it's like, well, it's simple. I don't have to justify it to you. You won't get it.
No. Yeah, no, exactly.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
so I
There's
kind of,
people out there who collect teaspoons and teacups, mate. So good for
that's it.
you. We don't have to, you don't have to justify your passions to anyone. You're passionate about things because people are passionate about things. That's the way of life, and just let people be passionate about what they're passionate about as long as it's not harming anyone, right? I think that's
Well,
the,
that's it. I mean, that's kind of what really, I don't know, kick-started the fire back inside of me for
mm,
this
mm,
is, I get to share it with Kelly and she
yeah,
loves it so much.
yeah,
And, maybe she'll never love it as much as I do, but I hope she
mm,
does. Like, because this has been a part of my life since I was 7 years old.
yeah. They're your
It's a long
babies.
time.
Well, I think, and this is,
Um,
there's a great line in La La Land, and I think it's been said in other movies that people love what other people are passionate about. It's simple as that. So if you're that passionate about something, and if you communicate it enough, then people are going to get on board and then they'll understand why you love it. And then it kind of makes them love it as well. And I can guarantee you I've done that with certain things that I've never really considered. And someone goes, oh no, this is great. This is, and it doesn't even have to be a movie. It could be anything. And I go, and then I give it a chance and I'm, yeah, they're right. This is great. And then I get into it. And that's, yeah, people will end up loving what other people are passionate about. And I think it's a pretty relevant and simple lesson in life as well. So yeah, I mean, it's good, and eventually it's also a motivator for you and well, the both of you, that to get so these movies get their final resting place on shelves in front of both of you, and then move on with the rest of your lives and keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, get them
oh,
back
it's
out
like,
into the light.
it's like us doing this show. Like, I would
Mm.
never in my life considered doing a podcast ever,
No. Mm.
let alone myself or with someone. And if you hadn't have offered me that
Mm.
and I didn't accept it, we wouldn't be
Yeah.
sitting here doing this and we wouldn't be as close as brothers as we are right now.
No. No.
So,
Yeah.
we'd chat from time to time, but it's brought us together in a really cool way. And,
I I
there's
talk to you
there's
more than I
months
talk
when I
to
just,
my own brother. I haven't spoken to my own
it's
brother in months. Months.
true.
Like, yeah,
It's true. I
yeah,
could say the same.
yeah.
It's like I know I get into points of, oh, I've got to prep again. And then I just
Yes.
get
I
wound
know.
up about it. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah,
don't know if I can
yeah,
do it this month. And then I'm
yeah.
like, no, just do
Mate,
it, Shane. Just do it.
the
And it,
public.
it comes out awesome.
I've never said
So
this to you or anyone, but I was getting the vibes that shit, I'm gonna have to start thinking Shane's not gonna want to do this. He's gonna pull the plug eventually. I'm starting to think, what the fuck am I? There was one month I'm like, what am I gonna do? Am I going to switch and just do it on YouTube by myself like Kenny does? But yeah, I'm glad you pulled through because I love talking to you about this and I love just chatting shit. So yeah. Anyway, it's as you know,
good
anyone who's
time.
listened to me long enough, they know I love talking, chatting shit. So yeah, it's it's good fun, man. It's good fun. Really good point though. I love that. Yeah, I love that you're back in the game properly and you're motivated again and whatnot because it was a worrying couple of months there.
It really was that I felt there were times when I was going to say to you, I don't think I
Mm,
can do this anymore. Like
I know.
my
I sensed
passion
it.
had
I sensed
my
it.
passion had just gone, and I was
Mm,
like, I'm still doing this, and we're still going through these motions, but it's not as lively as it was.
mm,
But there's a lot of big life changes happening. Coming back to Adelaide for one, and not having the collection on display anywhere. It's
mm,
just in boxes, and it's like, that's what that point comes to. It's like,
mm.
I own this physical media collection, but at some point this collection is taking the power back off of me, and now it
Yeah.
owns me because
Yes.
I have to keep moving it around until it
Yeah.
finds its resting place where it can be.
Yep.
It's like its
Yeah.
own entity.
Yeah, it's got to follow you. You've got to follow it. And the only way you would never not own it is to pull the trigger and go, fuck it, I don't want any of this anymore. And that's pretty unlikely to happen. So as long as it's a symbiotic relationship, you're both benefiting. That includes your
Yeah,
inanimate movies. But yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, it's a really interesting point, and I'll probably contemplate that a bit more as the days go on. Um, all right, I've got a couple to
Yep.
go on with. I'll do the quick one first, but I've noticed JB shipping, JB Hi-Fi shipping has gone up. There's a used to be a standard like shipping from 2.99, and now it's the minimum 4.99 just for a single disc. And I'm like, it's really annoying to be honest. I know shipping prices have gone up. Australia Post have upped their prices and blah blah blah. But from jump quite that much, where JB they ship so much stuff, their shipping would be basically free anyway with the companies that they have contracts with, or if they're doing Oz Post. I know they have scaling. Ozpost have a scaling system where if you the more you send out, the less you pay, basically. And JB would send out tons of stuff. I just don't see how they can justify a reason other than profiteering and gouging a little bit as to why they'd up their shipping because it's completely unnecessary. They need to introduce spend this much and shipping's free. I think. I think that's
Mm.
exactly what they need to do, unless it's a heavily weighted item. If you're going to order like a refrigerator off them, of course that stuff's going to cost delivery. But for stuff like movies and low weight items, if you order $100, do it for free. Easy DVD do it, and this is why I keep going back to Easy DVD and talking about them, and why I've built a relationship with them as well because they do right by their customers in that regard, and they're working on their website. I know people listening to this have glitches about their website, and I do too because I feed it back to them all the time, and stuff is being worked on, and I've been saying that for a while, but I know they've devoted a bit more budget to certain things as well because yeah, what Easy DVD need is more feedback. So if actually anyone out there is listening and want to send me feedback on their gripes with the Easy DVD website, I can forward it on to them, which gives them more motivation to go because they're probably leaving a lot of money on the table, I think, in not having a website that suits modern needs or modern requirements. It's something a little bit less annoying than what it is, and it is annoying. But if you there are workarounds to make it a bit easier for you, but I might talk about that one day. Um, but I understand all the gripes, not being able to sort things the way you want to sort things like other websites do. Yeah, and they're the things that are being worked on initially. It's a very interesting game with them. But the more feedback they get, the more motivation they will have to actually make the changes and devote more budget to fixing up the website for us. So then everyone's happier. Anyway, did you notice that about JB? I guess,
I haven't ordered anything online to have sent out for a while. But I used to notice that, there would be a really cheap price. It could have been, like you said, like 2.99,
yeah, yeah.
and then another price of like 5.99.
Mm,
And sometimes the higher price wasn't the quick shipping. Sometimes it was vice versa.
right.
Um,
That's weird.
but it's strange that, if you're ordering $100+ for one order, it should just click on and go, you know what? There's free shipping after that.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely. Yep.
there's plenty of websites, not just for, movies, but
Mm,
clothing websites. You order more than $150 worth, the
yep.
shipping is free.
Yep.
It says it on there. It's a bit of a hook to get you to buy more. And
Yeah.
it hooks me every time. I will go to that $150 limit
Yes.
to get the free shipping because the shipping
Yeah.
alone could be 20 or $30,
Yes. So you're
depending
going to
on what
spend that
you're getting. I
150
mean,
anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone's
no
guilty of that.
brainer.
And there's actually stats on that I've received from Australia Post, funny enough, because I have a business account with them. When I was sending stuff, I don't really send anything anymore, but they will send you stats, and it's like, I don't know what the stat was. I might be just making this up, but it's like it was a high percentage of people who, when you have a free shipping target on your website, they will spend an extra $20 just to get the free shipping. Oh, because they say your free shipping is $80 like Easy DVD and you spend 70, it's like shit. So you spend 100 instead to get the free shipping, rather than the
Yep.
70 that you would have. So, and I've done that. I've done that with Umbrella, absolutely. I've
Mhm.
done it with other
Yep.
sites, and then yeah, so it works. It works, and the JB shipping prices now absolutely going to prevent me buying ordering stuff online from them if that's what their shipping prices are going to be. Like it will hold me up big time. I'll just seek other resources, or I'll go into a store and say, if that's in that store, ship it to this store, and it's going to cost them anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I have issues with it, as I'm sure a lot of us do. But yeah, there's no. I just don't see a valid reason why the shipping has gone up when they ship so much stuff, and I know that their volume would be scalable and they wouldn't be paying that much. They just surely couldn't. If they are, then they need to get a better deal for themselves as well. And it's bad business practice. I don't know what's going on, but that's just the way I'm seeing it. Um, my last
I
talking
mean,
point. Sorry, no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, I think the price as well, like, their packing is pretty here and there. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it might come in an airbag, sometimes it might be in a box. It's almost a little bit Amazonish. Like, you never know what you're going to get.
Mm,
And you
yeah.
don't know what condition it'll be in. I've received a few box sets, like the big imprint box sets that are, got
Yeah.
dinged corners and whatnot, and I've had to
Yeah.
take them back to a shop and go, look, I just got this and this is how it's packed. It's just not acceptable. I
Yeah.
want another one.
Yep.
And if they've got it in the shop, they'll swap it over. But, I mean, you kind of sort of get what you pay for. Like, if
Yeah.
I get a lot of stuff from Vinegar. It's $30 minimum for the shipping international, $200
That's
plus it's free.
right.
So order stacking, I hammer the shit out of that because I know my next order is going to be $30.
Yeah.
But their packing is second to none. It's just like when Rick packs stuff from
Yep.
Outrun, it is second to none.
Hmm.
You're going to get exactly what you pay for. So if I'm paying $5.99 for shipping,
Yeah.
you think they really care, like how they
Maybe.
pack it,
Well,
or
maybe that
three
might.
dollars?
That might be the only reason it's gone up, is that they might start packing them differently and they might have to use more materials. So, because they'll just send a steelbook out in those little cardboard sleeves,
Which
and
is
it's
just
like it's hit and
ludicrous.
miss whether it arrives. Yeah, I know it's hit and yeah, completely pot luck whether it comes undamaged. And I've been really lucky with that, touch wood, with what I've gotten from JB. I don't think I've really ever had an issue. I think I might have a steelbook once that had a mitre dent in it. I don't even know what I did with it actually, whether I took it back or not. Um, but yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it's hit and miss. So yeah, I guess time
That
will tell.
could be a good point. Like you said, maybe they will start
Mm,
taking more detail for the packing,
yeah,
using extra materials for that, so that
mm,
I mean it's a no-brainer.
you'd
You're
hope
going to
so.
cut costs on damage and having to replace things.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense to me and you and many other people, but for these
absolutely.
people that just pack them every day, yeah, I don't really care. Send it out.
Yep.
Not my goods. I don't really give a shit.
Mm,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's an interesting one. We'll see. I guess time will tell on how it works with them. So we'll figure it out. Last talking point is an interesting one because I've spoken about this kind of before. I think I've spoken about this before on this channel, on this show. Um, but if you like a movie, do you think that automatically makes the movie a good movie? Because I hear people out there, I've heard one quite particularly large influencer go, if you like it, it's a good movie. I disagree with that massively. I don't think an individual is not the arbitrator of what constitutes good. If you like a movie, if you think it's good, cool, it's good for you. Doesn't mean it's good for everyone else. You know what I mean? That's my perspective. Have you ever thought about that? Because there's plenty of bad
Um,
movies, like Congo, for example. I love it. And I know it's a shit movie, but I love it. Doesn't make it a good movie because I like it. I was wondering if you've ever thought about that.
um, well, I think it comes down to an individual's perspective. of what they think of it. I mean, you could watch a movie and go, "That's amazing," and
Yeah.
then you sit down and you watch it with someone else, and they're not getting the vibe that you got.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
getting a different vibe,
Yep.
and then you're laughing at things, and they're just sitting there. They're not laughing,
Mm.
and it's like, okay. And
Mm.
I just watched this great action scene, and I'm like real pumped for it, and they're just sitting there like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
people don't click the same. Like some people do,
Uh,
some people don't. And a great movie to you could be like, yeah, I didn't dig that at all. I
mm.
don't really see why you like this so much. And it's like, okay, I feel
Yep.
deflated, but
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the individual perspective of it. So,
Yep. It's
yeah,
all, yeah. We'll even sitting in the same room watching at the same time, we're going to have different experiences based on our own life experiences as well. But yeah, I mean, I guess anyway, I don't think just because someone likes a movie, it automatically makes it a good movie in the general zeitgeist. I totally disagree with that. And I think it's a silly statement to say. Because otherwise, you would really say there's no bad movies. Because every movie out there, no matter how good or bad, has someone that loves it. Every movie's going to say, "Oh, that's one of my favorite movies." Any movie that's ever been made, there'll be people out there that's going to, "Oh, that's one of my favorites," even though 99% of people hate it, or they don't like it, or they don't vibe with it, don't gel with it. Doesn't make it a good movie because you like it. Anyway, I don't think I have much more to add to that. It's just a pretty solid point.
there's plenty of films that we've discussed in the past 18 months of doing this show
Mm.
that, you know, I could bang on about it for ages. I'm really into it. And then you'll come in at the end and go, yeah, I don't like that film at all. I
Well,
just talked it up, and then you're like, nah, I didn't dig that at all. And I'm like,
well, I've done the same. Well, I've
but
given you recommendations like you got to watch this, and then you have watched it, and I'm like, what do you think? And there was something the other night actually. You said you watched, and I wrote, what did you think? And you didn't respond. I'm like, oh, you didn't like it. What was that you and Kelly watched? I have to look back at the
uh,
messages.
I'll have to, no, I need to know now
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna
because
look back.
obviously it slipped through and I didn't get back to you about it. Um,
Um, yeah, sorry guys, this is great radio, but I will. Oh, did you, oh, it was I'm gonna get you sucker. That's what it was.
okay. I thought I did say to you, like, we loved it. We thought it was amazing.
I wrote, did you like it? And then your next message to me was, the weekend is probably going to be best. How's your weekend looking? That was it. You never wrote back anything.
Well, let's just clear it up now.
Yes,
Um,
please. I want to know. Tenterhooks.
we thought it was fantastic. Like neither
Yeah.
of us had ever seen it, and
No.
for the late '80s, like an exploitation film taking the piss out of so many other movies
Yeah.
before it, it was absolutely hilarious. Like, and it looked great too. Like for an old film,
Does it?
definitely.
Yeah, I'm super keen to get it. Next sale, man. I have to get you to get it for me if it's still available.
I mean, I sent you that video of that
Mm.
one little
Yeah.
scene,
Yeah.
but that doesn't really do it justice of how good it
No,
looked.
it
I
never would.
mean, it gives you an idea.
Good segue.
Um,
This is a good segue for our transfers of the month. So, do you think it's worthy of being like, is it a great transfer?
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That is a solid transfer for an 80s film. Um, really, really good. It's got the
Mm.
grain in it, I mean, for an old film, sometimes you just can't get rid of it. Do you want to get rid of it? It is
Mm.
what it is, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, no, you don't want to get rid of it. Definitely not.
So I would say, Adam, for your growing VSU collection of one, this is totally worth picking up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it will be when I can get it for around the $60 mark. Yeah, that'd be great. Um, but I think it's a funny movie because I think because I've watched quite a few blaxploitation movies now as well. It just because it's obviously it's a spoof on blaxploitation movies. It's I just died laughing. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. And then to see it's gotten a release, someone else might release it too. It might go to another label because VSU can do sometimes it'll go somewhere else to another label as well. I hope it does, but there are Blu-rays of it out there, but I want a good one. Do you have any other transfers of the month then? Considering we segued into that one really smoothly. I've
Yeah,
got six to talk about.
so I'd say the one that really stood out to me out of everything we've watched would have to be Speed Racer.
Yeah, I
Um,
still haven't put it in. Bloody hell.
that is quite possibly the brightest color film I reckon I've ever watched that's not animated. These
Yeah,
colors are just insanely good.
it was made for
Um,
HDR.
oh, absolutely. Like when you watch it, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like another video I sent you, it just doesn't do it justice. This thing is just popping off the screen everywhere.
got so
Um,
many others in
so
line though. It sucks that I do
that's
have to get to it soon.
like for anyone listening and you haven't seen it, or maybe you have seen it, I'd just get it. It is an
Mm.
absolute awesome, awesome film, awesome
Mm.
transfer, well worth your time. And it's pretty cheap right now. I mean, I think that was $27 I got that for, but
Yeah,
in the sale it
might
was
be worth
cheaper.
more now because of AID have taken that contract and they had to up their prices on some things. I should look that up actually. Um, while I'm looking that up though, I've got a couple. Do you have any more that you wanted to talk about for this?
No, that's probably it for this month.
Oh, it still is
I
only
just
$25.
it is.
Yeah, on JB's site. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to talk about. I went to the cinema twice since the last time we spoke, and I watched The Odyssey.
Yep.
The Odyssey it is great. It's epic, and it's a great spectacle to watch. Um, I did see Spider-Man Brand New Day as well, and that was for me, that was okay. When you're talking before about action sequences and that, and my biggest takeaway when I watched this in the cinema was that all the action and stuff, like I've seen this before. Like it's just superhero action that you see over and over again. It's quick cuts, flashy, and blah blah blah. And I've since learned there's a lot of homages to like a lot of the action and the shots in it are homages to the comic book covers through the years. And cool, I don't read the comic books, I don't know what that looks like. So good for everyone who's a fan of it, and that's what these things are made for. Um, but also just the story of it was just it was meh. It was okay, and there was a lot of um, just unclosed plot points. I thought, and obviously they have to make another one for it. But I mean, the biggest highlight is Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed it. He also directed Shang-Chi. He does a great job. Like there is some amazing shots in here, amazing set pieces and visual spectacle. But as an overall movie, it was okay. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if you're keen to see Spider-Man, or I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts even are on that stuff.
Honestly, I've not seen any of the Spider-Mans after I think two or three.
Really? Yeah,
Um, I I've never been massively into that
yeah, fair
like
enough.
side of things, and
Of movies, yeah.
I've I've never seen the Thor movies. You know,
Oh,
I've never seen any of them. Not to say that I won't. You
mm,
know, we may pick them up because I don't own any of those. Never
okay.
have. So I don't know. I've just never been into the Marvel stuff and all
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
superhero stuff. Um,
I, yeah, I totally get it. It's very, I don't think I don't know. I get why you wouldn't be, is probably the easier way to say that. You didn't see the Odyssey, did you? Did you go to see the Odyssey?
like, nah, it's still out, but haven't seen it
It's
yet.
definitely worth seeing in the cinema, man. Like if you can, like the biggest screen you can possibly see it on. Look, it's a great cinematic spectacle. And the story is, I've got to admit, for the first hour and a half, I'm like, this is okay. It's like the last act that really wraps it, the last hour and a half even. is where it gets really, really good and even quite emotional. Like there was a couple of tears there. Nothing dramatic, but does get emotional, and it's very good. I'm very keen to see it again, but I'll be seeing it again on my couch at home when it comes out in 4K. Um, Next one I'll talk about then is The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. The Arrow version of that. That is a South Korean Western, modern-ish Western. A great transfer for one thing, but fucking hell, that's a great movie. Absolutely, fully 100% inspired by Sergio Leone films, and you can see it even in the score. It's very funny, great characters, and just an excellent balls to the wall blast of action, and just it's so good, bro. I would be very shocked if you didn't like it, if you got the chance to ever watch it. Um, yeah, well worth seeing. Did you have you know about that movie though? Yeah.
I have seen it,
Mm.
but I didn't really know anything about it.
Mm. It's
But I
excellent.
know it was very popular. Like a lot of people were jumping on it.
Yeah, if anyone out there is is into the Man with No Name trilogy, absolutely just pick this up as well because it's brilliant. It's very much in the same vein as those movies and just I don't know, so much fun. It was so much fun. Um, okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is I'll just talk about Ben-Hur. I've finally got to watch Ben-Hur. The transfer on that is one of the greatest. It's instant reference quality transfer. It is on it from an 8K scan. So Warner, well, not strangely, but for a lot of their films have done 8K scans because I know um, Dirty Harry and Pale Rider and all that were on 8K scans, and I think Speed Racer might be as well, which explains when they dull them back down to 4K why they're so much more vivid. But I'm really liking the 8K scans that we get on a 4K disc because it's just mind blowing. Just honestly mind blowing the way these films look. I didn't know they could look that good. It's just, yeah, the colors in Dolby Vision and that are just off the chart. Um, Ben-Hur also a really good movie, shock horror, as everyone should know. Next one I will talk about. I finally watched my Terminator 2 4K.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had no issues with it. I mean, it's okay. I understand it's a little bit waxy here and there, but
Mm.
honestly, it's not shit. It was not a shit copy. Um, Maybe on a better setup, like if people have like fancy projectors or OLEDs and shit like that, it might look a bit. But my TV's good, far from top of the range, but it's a really good one. I had no issues with it. I don't know. What do you think of the T2 transfer?
I could see what other people were saying. Like
I can see
more
it,
so with
but it's not the end of
it's
the
the
world.
it's the faces. The faces is the bit that stands out the most to me.
Mm,
But does that make it trash?
no,
Absolutely not.
no,
It's
it's far from
still a
trash.
very solid transfer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, I know
Can
the
it be?
True Lies, that was another one.
I still haven't watched
People
that.
started ripping that up.
Yep.
It's back to the faces. You can see it
Yeah.
more in the faces, but the rest of the film is unbelievably good.
Mm.
And
Okay.
for a film that has been super hard to get on
Yeah.
Blu-ray for one, and
Mm-hmm.
it's more like a bootleg if you could get one at the
Yeah.
time,
Mm-hmm.
or the old HD release, which is near non-existent as well. I mean, to get that on 4K, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
know. So I don't know. It comes back to people just need to just calm the fuck down and just enjoy the fact that we actually got something that was an upgrade from a Blu-ray. I mean, I
Yeah.
reckon
I think
it's pretty awesome.
the way people get so vitriolic about it is a little bit. I mean, yeah, you can be angry, and can it be better? Of course, it can be better. Like it could absolutely be a better transfer, but it's not unwatchable by any means. Um, I did though because I did watch the first Terminator, and yeah, that first transfer, the first Terminator transfer is obviously much better than T2. Like it's exceptional. Um, what did you think of the first Terminator transfer?
off the charts,
It's great, right?
unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. You see a lot more detail. The darks are still dark, but you just see a little bit more in the shadows. Yeah, I was a big fan of that. And oddly enough, mate, I'm one of the rare ones. I think Terminator is a far better film than Terminator 2. I think it's great. I'll watch Terminator again today. I would take another 2 years to watch Terminator 2, I think. Um, yeah. I Yeah. Anyway, that's my view. I think Terminator is way better than Terminator 2. Hate me all you want. Last one I'm going to mention has a small bit of controversy. We spoke about it last night. Pleasantville. I finally got my Pleasantville 4K because I did only have a DVD of that. And there's a small edit in it, as we've come to learn, thanks to Mid-Level Media, Kenny, on his YouTube channel. There's just a line at the end that's deleted. It's a 3 second clip that's, I don't know. It's where, as I said to you, Reese Witherspoon says a part towards the end of the film where I guess the gist of it is that she says the word slut in a sentence. She says, "Oh, my days of being a slut are over. I'm doing this now," and they just cut that part from the movie. The transfer was overseen by the director and writer Gary Ross, and he might have just decided, "I don't think I want this line in this movie in 2026." So, in 1999, I think, it came out. It was fine, I suppose. But anyway, it's a little bit shit that they're censoring movies and removing that from art. I mean, that's the I don't have an issue with that line being removed. My issue mainly is with the censorship and the art not being its original format. I didn't even pick it up when I watched the movie. I didn't pick it up because I hadn't seen the movie in quite a few years. So, but I still have the DVD if I want to see that 3 second clip. So anyway, Pleasantville, one of the greatest underknown movies of all time. Absolutely love it. Seen it 20 odd times and it just never gets old. I just love it. Fall in love with it every time. It's so good. Ah, wow. That was a lot. It feels like taking a breath. Next up, we have what TV show do we want on 4K? Our new little segment introduced last month.
Yep.
Um, I did Breaking Bad last month. What was your show last month? Do you remember? You don't have to remember. It's
Um,
okay. I've just kept a list.
oh, MacGyver.
MacGyver. Yes. What do you
Yep.
got this month?
That, this month, I'm going to go with the goodies.
That's cool.
I,
I love that
I
choice.
reckon, I reckon that would be wild. I mean,
I'd be happy with that in the
The
Blu-ray, to be
Blu-ray,
honest. Is there a
I'm
Blu-ray?
sure the Blu-ray would look great. I actually don't own that. I'd
I didn't
like
know there
to.
was a Blu-ray.
It's either DVD or Blu-ray, or it might be
Goodies.
just DVD.
I
But
used to
yeah, I reckon that would polish up pretty damn well if that was brought out on a 4K.
That
So,
show was wild,
been
man. I used to love that.
old school, done, with the
Yeah.
film, and yeah, that's the
Mm.
best way to scrub it up something old with
Very
the
good
the
choice.
original negatives. It seems to come out way better.
Did you ever get the young ones on Blu-ray? I got the young ones Blu-ray, and that's not great. It's
Ah,
the quality
I
is
haven't got that.
you can tell it's very much 80s British. It's filmed in 80s British basically, and it's the transfer doesn't carry over. It does feel a little bit VHS-y at sometimes, from what I remember. Um, so you'd want a proper one with the Goonies. The Goodies, sorry, the Goonies. Goodies is a great choice because I used to be almost addicted to that show as a kid. Even though I even saw them live, they were in concert. Graham and Bill Oddie was still in the UK. It was Tim and Graham. They were just doing a stage show, and yeah, I went up there with a few mates. It wasn't very good. I don't remember it being very good at all, but it was a good night out with the boys. So yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I would I'd record it on VHS, and because I was so
Mm.
young, and I probably didn't feel I was allowed to do any tape recording from TV, and I used to put something in front of the VHS player to make it
Ah.
look like nothing was happening, but I was actually recording. And then I would secretly, like when my dad wasn't around, I'd
Mm.
watch it.
Well, you're not allowed to watch the Goonies. Goodies. What do I keep saying Goonies for? God damn it. Well, you're not allowed
Um,
to.
really know. Like, probably there wasn't a problem because I used to watch all sorts of R-rated stuff back then, but
Mm,
I think I just thought I was trying to be sneaky and like record stuff and then watch it later.
right.
Like I was just being like really like ninja about it. Um, but yeah, I haven't watched the goodies in so long.
Yeah, same,
It's
same.
just a brilliant show.
Yeah. It kind of I'm not going to mention it next month. I'll mention this one because it's one of my favorite British shows of all time. But yeah. Um, did you want me to mention mine?
Yeah,
Are
for
we done with the
sure.
goodies, not the Goonies? Um, I think what everyone wants would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We're going to talk about a TV
That's a
show in
solid
4K.
choice.
That's a great, I think
Absolutely solid.
it would scrub up very, very well. Buffy really would. I'd take it.
It's
We're never
even
going to get
had
it because Disney, but Disney slash
Has it
Fox.
even had a Blu-ray release at all?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has. I'm pretty sure it has. Maybe not here. I don't know, but it would definitely have had. Has to have. Has to have. Is that a sentence?
It'd be pretty expensive to get that on Blu-ray, I reckon.
Mm, yeah, it would be. It would be. I'm gonna just jot
I
the
know
list
you've
down.
talked about it over the shows that we've done. It's popped up here and there.
Mm. Uh, yeah, it would be nice. I know I haven't watched Buffy for a long time. I used to love that show. It was very, very good. Um, yeah, we're up to what did we get? What did we get,
Oh
Shane?
God.
Might be quicker for
What
me to
did
go this first, huh?
you might have to because I think my list might outdo yours this time.
Well, let's see. Since last month, I've had around 65 new arrivals since last month. The
Wow.
highlights, yeah, which is, I don't know, around average for me, probably a little bit more than average lately. But that included the Jackie Chan box set, the Arrow box set. What's it called? Jackie Chan Breakout Hits. That f took ages to arrive after being in this country. It was so annoying. I'm having an issue now with an order from iMusic as well that's left. It left the Netherlands on the 30th of July, has not had no update in the tracking since so now it's the 9th of August. So there should at least be an update in the tracking. I did pick up Christian F, as I mentioned, that arrived and that got a 4K release. I think that was from Criterion, wasn't it? Christian F. Anyway, also got Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, because I loved that. Well, I really liked that movie. I love the first one. I really liked that one. My Soylent Green from Arrow turned up, as well as through the month as a homework movie. Watched a couple of Lawrence Kasdan movies, The Big Chill, which I already owned on Criterion, and then Shane, my other Shane, recommended that we watch as a double feature. We watch Body Heat, which is another Lawrence Kasdan film with William Hurt and Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner? Yes, Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
It was her first movie, and my God, that movie is. I got the Criterion. I watched it, then I ordered the Criterion 4K because it was on sale. Fucking great. Great, great movie. Such a sexy, steamy, like neo-noir. It's from 1981, but holy shit, it needs to be seen. If you are even slightly into noir films, this is amazing. So well written, so well performed. It's hot, it's steamy, it's got everything going for it. Um, yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, I also did pick up the Kurosawa box set as well, the 4K box set from Mad Men. Yeah, that's the highlights. Before you go though, one thing that's really annoyed me this month is that I did order. There was the Arrow sale that went ahead, and I ordered Spaceballs from iMusic, and it was because it
Yep.
was 28 bucks for Spaceballs
Yep.
4K, and I own Spaceballs on Blu-ray. I'm like, oh, 28 bucks 4K, I'll get that. Then before they sent the order, it's like we couldn't source this from anywhere. It's been sold out everywhere. It doesn't even appear on the Arrow website now. I looked it up because it's gone. And now any copy I want to get of that is worth a fortune. So now I've got this love hate. Like I never really wanted it in the first place, but because I had it on order for cheap, Now I'm like, fuck it, man, I've got to have this now, and now it's too expensive. So, I might not ever have Spaceballs on 4K unless the studios release it next year with the release of the next one coming. I
Which
think it is.
highly probable that they
Yeah,
will.
it might be. Yeah, it might be probable. Arrow get their release out as soon as they can before their license expires, and then the studio will bring it out. Because 2026, I think from 2027, we might see a lot more studio releases of 4Ks because I was told back in the day when 4K began, 2016, wasn't it? 4K began. And a lot of the studios sold their licenses to the 4Ks. They kept Blu-ray and DVD, but they sold the 4K licenses to boutique labels um, because they just didn't think it was going to take off or be anything because physical media was dying. They planned for it to die because everything's going digital. And now all of a sudden physical media's taken off, but they basically sold the 10-year licenses. And that 10-year license period should expire by the end of this year. So from 2027, a lot of those boutique labels might struggle now that they won't have the rights to some of these movies. Just depends on those contracts. So it's going to be interesting from 2027 to see what the studios decide to bring out. And that might mean, I don't know, just completely spitballing and speculating here, it might mean that we get more from Fox/Disney on that as well. Um, yeah. Anyway, fingers crossed. Is just living in hope. Yeah. On to you. What did you get? Lay it on us. You don't have to go through every one because well, just tell us how many first, and then what your highlights were.
Well, before I jump into that, back to
Hmm.
the Spaceballs.
Oh yes,
You know,
please.
Cape Light has Spaceballs.
Yes, I have seen another 4K. Yeah, yeah, but it's not as pretty as the Arrow one. It's just a standard MRA and whatnot.
Pretty good. Like they had a couple different variants on that one.
Did they?
Yeah,
That'd be in German though too, wouldn't it?
they'd still have an English track on it.
Oh no,
Like
yeah, I mean like the cover and all the wording and all that would all be.
I don't know. I'd have to look at it again, but I know that
Hmm.
they did it. I mean, the one that I grabbed from Rick was just a regular edition of it. I think it was a Kino one. Because he managed to get a couple in, and I just snapped it because I missed out when it first came out. I didn't grab it.
Did Kino do a Spaceballs 4K as well?
Yeah,
Ah.
it, they did it originally, had a slip cover and all that, and um, that's the one that I've got now. So
Okay.
I'll if I see it anywhere, I'll just grab it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, okay. Sounds
Keep
good.
my eyes peeled for it, but
We'll take a short break.
I'm ready. Yep.
All right. What are you up to? What have you got? Let us know.
All right. So this has been pretty big month for me because I've returned to the fold and because Kelly and I joined our magical powers, this has been quite the month for us. So I kind of went pretty hard in all aspects. We've got heap of JV pickups in that sale because it was like buy two, get one
Mm.
free and the discount.
Hmm.
So that was a no-brainer. So we grabbed Kung Fu Panda, The Bad Guys, The Grinch, Catch Me If You Can. Also got Ben-Hur because I told you about it, and then you watched it.
Yes.
So there you go. And
Yeah.
we haven't watched it yet, but
That's a
hopefully
commitment.
soon. Um, Also got Dead End Driving, which was just
Mm.
crazy cheap for $28
Wow. Yeah, there was big
plus
umbrella clearance they were having. And I saw a lot
plus
of titles and I
discount
was
on
like,
that.
yeah, I was like, sucks that I already own most of these from other 2-for-1 sales and whatnot
Hmm.
because they were cheap.
Um, we also got the Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2,
Hmm.
Space Jam, Speed Racer, and Bridesmaids. So,
Great
which
pickups.
was also very awesome because you recommended that was a good transfer. I
Mm.
can't disagree with that at all.
Yep.
I'll jump straight into the big one, the VS order, the largest VS order ever done for myself, and we went spastic on that because the sales were just incredibly crazy. So I asked Kelly to pick some during the sale. She was getting up early at 1:30 in the morning to jump in the madness.
Oh wow, she was
So
joining
she,
you in that as well.
yeah, so while I was hard at
You
work
found yourself a
or
keeper
hardly
there.
working,
Yeah, yeah.
either way you want to look at it, she was checking out what was in the big discount sales. And I said, well, if you want something, just tell me and we'll grab it.
Yep.
So the ones that she picked, True Crime Triple Ripper, which has got three old school black and white crime films
Oh, cool.
in it, which
Love
is,
that. Yeah.
yeah, pretty crazy. The Queen of Hollywood Boulevard, Blood Delirium, and obviously uh, 54,
Yes, that's
which
another one I want too. Yeah.
was a no-brainer. We
Yeah,
were
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get it anyway, but
Yeah.
it's one of her favorite films. And also, I was lucky enough to get the shirt. I don't know if you can see that.
I can't read what it says. Ah, 50. Oh, you got the 54 shirt. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's got cinematography
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
disco.
That's cool.
That's basically what it says. Um, so basically, those shirt bundles sold out in about 10 minutes.
Jesus. Wow.
There was about 100, maybe 100 shirts, 50 to 100 shirts of all
You
these
got
different
one.
sizes. If you went on the site at that time, you wouldn't have got one.
Wow.
So they sold stupid quick.
Yeah, wow.
Um, so for our other titles that we grabbed, East End Hustle, Video Man, 38 Special, The Mad Monkey, Dandelion, Hippo, Frostbiter, Laughing Dead, Neither the Sea nor the Sand, Brimstone and Treacle, Steel and Lace, Talons of the Eagle, Mindbenders, My Father is a Hero, The Executioner Part 2 slash Hellriders, The Instructor, Blue City, Playroom, Hell's Trap, The Devonsville Terror, Deadly Games, Dial Code Santa Claus, The House Where Death Lives, The Candy Snatchers, also got the special slipcover for that. Who Done It and Delirium also got special slipcovers for that. Anything that moves, the horrible Dr. Hickok, I'm gonna get you sucker, body snatchers, obviously 54. Come back to the five and dime, Jimmy Dean, Lieberstrom, badge 373, the gambler, and at close range. So kind of filled in
Yeah.
some gaps for the cinematography line because I was out of the game for a year, and there were many to grab. So, um, yeah, the VS was pretty wild. Got this
Yeah,
hat,
that's huge. Yeah.
cinematography shirt with the 54 bundle. Got Kelly two cinematography shirts, and I also got another VS
Sweet.
shirt, which I might wear next show. So yeah, pretty big times for the VS order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of in the zone for that.
That's well.
Um, so pre-orders with Outrun,
Mm-hmm.
because we've got a big order run with that too.
Yep.
We've got Runaway Train, Inner Space. So not all of these are pre-orders; they've already come out, but it's just on order at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
The Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair Deluxe Edition. I managed to jump on that before the pre-order ended. Riverbend, Death Warrant, Jack the Ripper, Lionheart, the Manhunter box set deluxe,
Ah, yeah.
Moneyball, Blue Thunder, and Fight Club.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah,
Outrun.
you have gone hard.
Um, and we have also placed our first order with Retro Gold 63.
Really?
I've I've talked about many a
Yes.
time,
Yeah, you
and I
have.
will again today. But finally done an order. Now, what sparked this was that they put out King of the Kickboxers on Blu-ray in five different media book variants. It's one of my
Jeez.
fave films from back in when I was younger. Um, and it's only really had a VHS release, maybe DVD, maybe a bootleg Blu-ray.
Yep.
But they put it out, so
Wow.
I jumped on that. For anyone that wants to order through them, and they drop it on a Sunday 7 p.m. It is 2:30 our time in Australia in the morning. So yeah, you
Jeez.
got to really get up early because these things sell out super quick. They do different bundles, and before you know it, they're gone.
Wow.
So yeah, got King of the Kickboxers, and bundled that up with Undisputed 2, which I've never seen any of the Undisputeds before. But some
No.
really gnarly martial arts movies. Um, Another one called Mexicali. I don't know if you've heard of Bren Foster, Aussie
No.
dude.
No.
I hadn't heard of him, but he does some mad martial arts stuff, and these films look incredible.
Really?
So we
Okay.
picked up Mexicali, and Life After Fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and also I saw this on there, The Marine with John Cena from 2006, I think.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I didn't think much of it. I'd seen the film a long time ago, but this is actually a 4K release. And I was like, I need to get that.
Yeah.
So we've locked that one in too. So yeah, the Mexicali is actually 4K as well. So they don't do loads of 4K releases, but maybe they're looking into that a bit more.
Yeah.
I
I,
need to take a breath and just go,
yeah, you just listed off a whole heap of movies I've never heard of there, or if I have, they're very um low on the list, I would say. Yeah, some
and
of them did sound familiar, but
in case you missed how many, it was 64, Adam. 64.
good
And
work,
you
man.
were 65.
Good work. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
So
That's funny. You'll get
I,
me next
I,
month.
I, I thought after a whole year of no pickups,
Mm.
I needed to really, you know,
Making
come
up for
back
lost
strong.
time. Yeah, and you have, bro. That's huge. Especially you've got them from all over the place, from Outrun and JB and VS and a new place as well. Like, yeah, good
Retro
work.
Gold. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Um, so that's exciting. Those Retro Golds won't come out until October. So
Okay.
few months, but it'll
Yeah.
be worth it. They're all like crazy media books and
Mm.
stuff that I've never ever bought before. So yeah, it should be really exciting to get
Yeah,
them
yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's cool. I've got a few on the way, not as many. Still waiting on fucking Vampire's Kiss. I think it's supposed to be here this week. Rick said it was delayed. Um, so I only have really an order from Rare Waves. Actually, I'll tell a lie. Amazon have a sale. Well, it's over now as we talk, but I finally picked up Alien and Aliens on 4K.
Yeah,
I'd been holding off, and I got both of those for like $48. I know, so that was they were both less than $30. So I was they're prices I was willing to upgrade to, even though they're films I don't watch a lot of, but I might watch a lot. But I might watch them more now. So I do need to get into that franchise a bit more. Did put an order on Rare Waves and used most of my points, but I picked up Ken Russell's Gothic. Is it Ken Russell? Anyway, Gothic. It's supposed to be it's a BFI
is that
release.
the 80s one?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's supposed to be pretty
Yeah.
hardcore. And I'd heard a lot about it. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'll get that. Pick up another one called Lust for a Vampire. I think that's a Hammer horror. I'm just reading these off my
Yeah.
list. Taste the Blood of Dracula, another Hammer horror. There's a couple of gaps in my Hammer list. Ghost Stories. Can't remember what that is. I finally picked up Romancing the Stone. I just can't keep waiting for a 4K for that. I only own it on iTunes, so I need to get a Blu-ray of that at least because I love Romancing the Stone. Zootopia 2, otherwise called Zootropolis in the UK, which kind of sucks because I did want to say Zootopia, but whatever. And I also picked up the Rocky Horror Picture Show Steelbook as well.
Oh,
Because the price of that had lowered, like almost halved since it first came out. So I was like, I have the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is actually in Dolby Atmos as well. But this will just have the picture upgrades. So keen to have that. And I think that is this is the one I was talking about pre-show. Um I had to pre-order directly from Viavision the Essential Noir 7 box set. Because that comes out on the 26th of August at this stage, and it might be delayed, but neither JB or Easy DVD have it on their sites to order. So I don't know whether Viavision are keeping that one to themselves, but it's couldn't order it from either of those two. So I'm too far into this series now to not pick it up, so I'll just
yeah,
grabbed it. And they're only limited to 1,500. So these are those FOMO ones that I really need to keep getting. And while I'm here, anyone listening, there might be new people. If you have Essential Noir Volume 3, it's the green one for sale. I've put this call out before. If please reach out in the DMs, KerbRider underscore screen time on Instagram. Reach out, let me know because I am willing to buy it at a reasonable cost, but I'm also willing to pay some overs for it. Just don't get too cheeky. Because I have a limit, but I'd really want it. I really would love it. And yeah, so if you have number 3 and you don't want it, let me know because I'm very, very keen. That's all I've got pre-ordered. Sorry, I'm being a dickhead. And this will actually seep into the next segment, and I'll talk about the Arrow releases. Okay, well, I might as well do that at the same time, yeah.
yeah,
Um, because Arrow have had their announcements for October, and I've pre-ordered a few of them. I'm just trying to find the actual image of that. So Arrow have announced um, a Chinese Ghost Story trilogy in 4K, Monster Squad 4K, Cujo 4K, The Frighteners, Future World, which is the sequel to Westworld, which I loved Westworld, The Last Boy Scout, and the Arrow Enter the Video Store Volume 2. Those last four are the ones I've pre-ordered. I don't know why I ordered the Frighteners, to be honest. I have a Blu-ray of that, but don't think the Blu-ray quality is very good, honestly. So I'm very keen to see what an upscale of that would look like. And The Last Boy Scout has some long forgotten scenes of Tony Scott's own print that never made the movie. They were kind of lost, so it's not in the movie. It's not like a different cut. It's just as part of the special features bundle. And that Arrow Video Store stuff, I have the first volume of that, and those movies are quite funky, old 80s. Um, they're fun. They're fun watches. They're not the best movies on the planet, but they're very fun watches. And this one's more about, I think this set really focuses on some weird action or westerns or something. But either way, I think I've paid overs for it, but I'll get that. I'll get those in October as well. Um, that was it for Arrow. Just while we're quickly there, Toy Robot haven't announced anything extra other than that we spoke about last month, although there is rumored for them to be releasing one that the hunter across from me has put on his wish list back in the day when we used to do the wish list, Detroit Rock City, which is a movie. I used to have a poster of that on my wall because it came out when I worked in the video store and I thought it was great. And I will absolutely be picking that up on 4K for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's a
it's a
no-brainer.
must.
I'll
Yeah,
As soon as that goes on pre-order, I'll be all over it because
100%.
I remember it would have been 5 years ago, maybe easily 4 years ago. I bought the Blu-ray for that,
Oh yeah.
and I paid over $100 for that
Damn, bro.
because I had to have it. Had to have it.
Wow.
Um, it's just one. It's up there. It's a fucking great movie. Um, so yes, I didn't see that Toy Robot were doing that. I saw the post briefly, but I
Mm.
looked at it so quick I didn't see that. Um, but yeah, that's wild. And honestly, getting that. video store box is a
Yeah.
no-brainer because that
Yeah.
first one sold really quick.
Yeah.
Um, and they're just like VHS oddities, really. They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff you would have seen back in the day or not seen because it would have been there and not been there. But
Like
I reckon,
direct to VHS type of movies.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. I
Which is
mean, I
fine.
reckon the Frighteners will be great.
Mm.
I've no doubt that transfer will be off its chops.
Yeah,
And the fact that,
I have faith in that too. Yeah, I really do.
I mean, that's been out for at least 3 years, like in Germany. There were
Oh,
some
okay.
German labels that put it out in like a 6 disc mega box, in some different variants, but it was so expensive to buy because when I was selling, I wanted to get some, but it was going to cost me nearly $300 each. It just wasn't worth it for me to get them.
Right.
But they did look really cool. Obviously, Last Boy Scout, I'm definitely getting that. That movie rules.
Oh yeah, man. Last Boy Scout. Yeah, it's fucking great. I have a Blu-ray of that. Probably don't need to upgrade it, but yeah, Last Boy Scout is great. Yeah, it'll just be one I resell later down the track. What's your first label?
My first label. Well. Where do we begin? Um, well, I'll start from the top. We'll go like 88 films.
Yeah.
They've dropped the Mothman Prophecies
Mm.
in 4K and some Ridgy Dig box sets.
Didn't Imprint
Um,
also announce that? Did Imprint also announce
I
that?
reckon they did
I think they did. Someone else has as well. It's not just 88.
because I know Imprint put out the Blu-ray like
Yeah.
years ago.
Mm.
Um, but they're in two different variant boxes. One's got like some commissioned artwork, and the other one is the original artwork.
Right.
Um, so they'd be pretty cool to get. That's a pretty twisted film,
Mm.
um, based
Mm.
on true events. Mermaids, the Owl versus Bumbo, Where's Officer Tuba, and Beatrice Sensi. So
Mm.
there's some pretty solid drops in there. If you're into the Asian cinema and following what they've been putting out, these are probably no-brainers for you to add to your collection. I reckon we will probably get Mothman and Mermaids because
Okay.
Kelly's a big fan of the Mermaids.
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
You haven't seen Mermaids
I'm pretty sure I haven't. What?
with Cher
Ah, is it that
and
one? No,
Bob
I definitely,
Hoskins.
no, I definitely never. I know the movie. I definitely have never seen it. There's no way I've seen
I
that.
reckon I've seen bits of it, but I don't think I've seen all
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, I know the movie. I remember it being around when I was younger. But yeah, never would have watched it. Me next.
You next.
Let's do Criterion, and because they had some good announcements. Well, I think so. Anyway, there's definitely one in there I'll 100% be grabbing. And that is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, from
Yep.
last year. Have you seen that? Did you watch it? It's on
Uh,
Netflix.
I don't think I have. Honestly,
Okay,
I don't think so.
I watched it. I think I've seen it twice. God, am I? I think I did watch it twice. I don't know. I really like it. I thought it was great. I'm a GDT fanboy, so yeah, I'm a big fan, and I really liked it. I didn't really wasn't a big fan of Oscar Isaac in that, but you know, the rest is great. But they also announced Christian F, which is what I was talking about, which is probably explains why the 4K I got was very cheap on Amazon. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Two is spelt with two eyes, or Welcome the Terror Dome. I suppose that's not it. Another one called The Shout by someone I've never heard of. I think it's a Polish director. I'm not going to butcher the name. Then the next one is the first films of Samuel Fuller, which contains I Shot Jesse James, The Baron of Arizona, and The Steel Helmet. I don't know any. I know Samuel Fuller, but I don't know any of those films. And the next one, which is I thought this is a strange one that for them to announce, was The Silence of the Lambs. It's been done so many times, but for Criterion now to give it, they must have something extra they're putting in. I'd say special features or interviews or something, but I haven't looked it up because I don't need it or want it. You said you were going to get it though, right? Even though you own it several times.
Yeah, yeah, I reckon I'll be grabbing that.
A strange cat.
Oh, well, I got the Kaido one first,
Yeah.
then I got the Arrow one purely because the box was just divine,
Mm.
and the overall set was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer, and it sold out super quick.
Yeah.
And I really dig the artwork on this one,
It
on the
does look nice.
Criterion.
Absolutely.
And looking at the breakdown of the bits and pieces, it does look like there's some extra stuff in there. I don't know if maybe the transfer's got some extra work done on it. It
Mm.
looked different. Maybe it's got a different soundtrack. There has to be something new about it, like for
I haven't
them
looked it up. Yeah, I should
to
have looked
put
it
it
up
out
for this
again.
show, but yeah. Either way, if you don't have it on either of those, Criterion are doing it too, so you won't be short of options. I have the Kino one. I would have liked preferred the Arrow one, but it just wasn't the price wasn't doing it for me. Again, I like Silence of the Lambs, but it took me about four watches for me to go, yeah, this is actually really good, but I do think it's a little overrated for me. It's just a police procedural. It's an X-Files episode, in my opinion. Or it's even like a police procedural. It's an investigative, same thing going on. It's just, yeah, I think it's a little bit overrated. And it's not a horror movie. I don't care what anyone says. Um, what's your next label? So I just throw
Um,
that controversy on the table and walk away.
he strikes the match.
Yeah, I'll do
I'm out
that
of here.
and run.
Um, we've
Hmm.
got Radiance next.
Hmm.
And funny enough, when I was doing my lists for pickups and stuff, and I was looking at photos that I'd sent you to make it easier to write it all down,
Yeah.
I thought you sent me a screenshot of Scream Factory saying August 12th there was a drop. But it
Yes, it
wasn't
got
Scream
delayed.
Factory. It
Oh,
was
okay.
it had Radiance on it.
Well,
So I
Radiant.
was like,
Oh, did I send Radiant? Oh, okay. Don't worry about me then.
so yeah, it's Radiance that has a big drop coming. But there's still some new ones to talk about because they put out stuff every month.
Yeah.
Um, so they've got The Monster, Fantastique, The Dreams and Nightmares of French Cinema, Planet of the Vampires, Visitor Q, La Marge, and Who Can Kill a Child?
Anyone strong
So
enough?
just a strong lineup of what we expect from them.
Yeah, yeah,
Just weird and wonderful things.
yeah. All right. I've got actually got some stuff from Kino this month.
Oh,
Which
wow.
yeah, yeah, I went through and they've got added a bit more to their site. I talked about the Hurricane, I think last time it was announced. That's the Denzel one. I'd love to get that at some point. They released all the Pink Panther movies, or five Pink, not all of them, five Pink Panther movies individually. Now they're just putting them all in a box set. That's called a Masterpiece Collection. They're doing Johnny Handsome, which is also being released in Australia in, I think, August. I think we're getting it this month, coming actually, or September. 26th of August, Johnny Handsome. Kino are doing theirs. I will absolutely be picking up the Australian one. That's a Lionsgate, sorry, not Lionsgate, Studio Canal Classics Remastered Edition. They're doing the Italo Crime Collection, which actually looks pretty cool. I like my Italian stuff. Bulletproof, we've spoken about before, the Adam Sandler, Damon Wayans movie called Roller Coaster, and Jesus Christ Superstar. In October, they have Convoy, that old 70s trucker movie,
Yeah.
which is apparently pretty. I remember watching that as a real youngster, and my neighborhood loved it, but think it's a pretty terrible movie from all reports. Pirates of Penzance from 1983 that has Kevin Kline in it. I thought that was an interesting release. These are all 4K too, by the way, that I'm talking about. Bluebeard, which I have an imprint or an umbrella version of that. I think it's an imprint one. Duplicity, that's the Clive Owen, I think. Bruiser 2000. It's a 2000 movie from the year 2000. George A. Romero directing it. Bruiser. Who's in
Yep.
Bruiser? You know that. I know you know that movie.
I've seen the film. I think it's Fleming.
Yes, Jason Fleming. There you go. That's the one. Yep.
Yep.
The director, a director now. And the last one is The Clown Murders, which is a Kino cult movie. And it's got John Candy in it from 1986. It's the only thing that made me go, "Oh, this looks cool." Um,
Wow.
yeah. So I'm actually kind of keen for that, to be honest.
That's a bit unheard of. I've never
Yeah,
even heard of that.
yeah. I don't know if it's known by another title, but it's called The Clown Murders. Hmm.
I'd be keen to see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be one I pick up if I ever see it on Amazon. Cheap, but it's definitely on the list for sure. It's on the, yeah, being added to the list. What about you? What's your next one?
That's a pretty solid drop from them.
Yeah, that's a couple of months worth, but yeah, it's fine. Good to get Kino back on board.
I mean, Bulletproof was like one of our wish picks
It
at one
was,
point.
yeah. Doesn't
So
hold
that's
up though.
pretty.
It does not hold up that movie. Like I remember just loving that when it first came out. Doesn't hold. I've got a Blu-ray. It doesn't hold up very well as a movie.
Mm. I
Mm,
haven't seen it for ages. I mean,
yeah.
I do have it, but I haven't seen it for a long time.
Mm.
Um, what do we got next? We've got like the old Vinegar Syndrome because we only got halfway through the sale, and then there was some more titles
Yeah.
added. But yes, so they've got their Lucio Fulci presents films, which are all in 4K. They're all getting like the standard slipcover and then a gnarly variant cover. Those variant covers are selling really quick.
Hmm.
So they've just done Bloody Psycho. Um, Another, I reckon it was Peter Weller's first film of unknown origin, where he battles a giant rat in his house.
Oh.
I see. I looked at the cover, and that's what was like. I remember the cover, but I've never actually seen the film. So I'm definitely that's one I'd be keen to get. Um, they've done Ice Cream Man on 4K.
Uh-huh.
Not to be confused with the new one. It
Mm.
definitely isn't the new one. It's the old one
I watched the old one
with
on Amazon, like through the
with
month
with.
with Clint Howard. It's fucking
Yep,
cool,
yep.
man. I liked it. I thought it was wild. It was just,
I'm
yeah, so trippy.
I'm glad you dig it.
I
I
love shit
thought it
like
was
that.
really well done. Because I picked up their old release of it and just got the special slip for it. So it's
Oh.
interesting that they've already done it and now they've redone it in 4K. So this comes out in the fat box with all the extra bits and
Okay.
pieces with it.
Can I add to that what
Um,
I just said? How I really liked it. I've given
yeah,
I only gave it 1.5. I might have been thinking of something else. Um, So maybe I didn't like it. I said yes, it's absolutely as terrible as I expected. I but good God, if I didn't love what Clint Howard was doing, because Clint Howard makes that movie. I think he's excellent in it. But I've obviously that's what I'm remembering rather than the movie itself.
he's
Anyway,
creepy as fuck in that
he's
movie.
so good, but it's just all the choices he makes too in his performance. I think he's excellent. He's just fucking wild. And he's a
He's a
mad looking
wild
motherfucker
dude,
anyway. Yeah.
for sure. Um, Faces of Death 3
Oh yeah.
already sold out. It's sold out like near
Shit.
instantly.
Wow.
Along with Faces of Death 2 and the first one, all sold out. I don't know what the appeal is to like, real death on screen.
Mm,
It's seems to be a thing.
mm,
Um, the only movie I've seen like that is The Killing of America, and it doesn't do it for me. But there's obviously something out there for people that are into it. So yeah, these VSAs, as soon as they come out, they're gone.
mhm.
Um, an old VSL release, The First Deadly Sin, um, new Iconoscope releases, Death of a Cheerleader and Disappearance. Obviously, I've already talked about 54. Um, the the biggest cinematography release they've ever done, 3 disc set. It is a fat, fat box.
Yeah, right.
Um, Dagorza Video, LED VHS, Twin Cheeks. I've never heard of Twin Cheeks, but
That sounds funny.
it's like
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. Twin
ripping
Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, apart from all the other stuff we already mentioned last month when we were halfway through the sale, yeah, just some fucking gnarly stuff coming out of VS of late. Um, and I couldn't be happier all over it.
Yeah. Sounds incredible. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking that up. Are you doing Eureka?
Yeah, I've got Eureka. That's actually
Okay.
next.
Cool, cool. All right, I'll skip and go to Umbrella. Um, Umbrella have announced just a couple again. They're kind of, I don't know if they're scaling back, but they're not doing a million releases a month, which is great. But they're doing the Alejandro Jodorowsky collection, which is $300, I think. But it's got a lot of
Yeah.
films in it, quite a few 4Ks involved in that as well. Um, I don't really know Jodorowsky, um, but he sounds quite interesting. So it definitely wouldn't be an instant buy for me, but maybe some down bog off next year if it's still available. It could definitely be included in that. Um, yeah. Do you know much about Jodorowsky?
No.
No? Okay. No, no, that's. And the next one they're releasing is a collector's edition bundle of a movie called MPD Psycho. Um, I don't even know. It's a
No.
Japanese film, I believe. It's based on an acclaimed manga from author Eiji Otsuka. Often compared to Twin Peaks, The Surreal Nightmare comes in a collector's edition featuring new art from Colin Murdoch, poster art cards, our favorite, and 48-page book with new essays from, yeah, new essays, etc. Movie I've never heard of. I mean, again, I'll grab it on the sale one time if I am in the mood. I don't know. Um, Eureka Me.
The old Eureka. I was kind of just looking at Twin Cheeks at the same time because I was a little bit intrigued if that's the
Hmm.
one. Who killed the homecoming king? If that's the one. It's from 94. And it's got 4.9 out of 10. Need I say more? I don't think so. On to Eureka. Um, so they're doing obviously Martyrs, the deluxe sold out like stupid quick. So they've
Yeah.
done a standard blue and 4K of that. A box called Ghouls Gone Wild, which is got Magic of Spell, Scared Stiff, and the Haunted Cop Shop. Some more crazy Asian cinema. And the Screaming Skull.
Oh.
So just a handful, not a big one for them really.
Um,
What else we got? Oh, hang on a tick. No, there's more. Um, they've also got the box Beneath the Trees, Folk Tales at Defa number
yes.
2, which has got the Tinderbox, Snow White and Rose Red, the Frog King, and the Robe.
They intrigue me so much, those box sets, but I don't know. And you
I've never
mentioned
heard of
Martyrs?
any of these.
No, no. There's some weird shit going on with
Always,
Eureka. Yeah, yeah,
always.
it's yes, always is a good answer. What have I got next? Um, Let me have a look at my emails. I'll talk about. I do have one here from Imprint. What have I kept here? Oh, the Lars von Trier Kingdom trilogy. That's pretty cool that Imprint are doing this, and this has been available overseas for quite a while. You can get a 4K limited edition or a Blu-ray special edition. Um, But this sounds really interesting. I do like Lars von Trier films, and I have never seen any of these Kingdom movies. So the price here in Australia is comparable to what you can see on other sites for the I think it's a Curzon release overseas. Um, but that's definitely something I'll be picking up. Again, not a day one thing, but I'll definitely be picking it up at some point for sure. Um, that's all I want to talk about for imprint. I know you've got a few labels, so I'm happy to let you continue.
Kind of that's totally gone past me. The Kingdom.
Mm,
That's that's the original of
I
that
suppose.
of the series. So you got Kingdom Hospital, which was based off of this.
Oh, okay.
You've seen Kingdom Hospital with Andrew McCarthy. Um, yeah,
No.
all right, that's totally just clicked for me now.
Isn't
That
that
is
wasn't
that's
that
worth
a Stephen King series, Kingdom Hospital?
yes,
No, I don't think
yeah.
that's what this is it?
This is based off of that in a way. Doctors at an
Oh,
ultra-modern hospital in Denmark become convinced by way of weird, inexplicable happenings that the place is haunted.
there you
Um,
go.
so
There
this
you
is
go.
where that started, series-wise, because I looked into it, but to buy it online, it was just crazy. It was
Yeah,
super
yeah.
expensive, and it was only overseas, so that would be totally worth getting. I would actually grab that.
Hmm. Yeah, cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one then, because it does look pretty funky. What are
So
we up to?
did you say you don't have any labels left?
Oh no, I do. But I'm happy if yeah, you go ahead though.
I'll
I have
run
a
through a
couple.
couple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we got the Scream Factory. Um, they've dropped some more of the same, but in steelbooks. They've got like a new Abigail steelbook. They've also got Hostel 1 and 2. Um, there's a big box of that that's been put out. Halloween 3 in a steelbook, Child's Play 2 in a steelbook, Original Halloween in a steelbook, um, and Magic with Anthony Hopkins, the old one, in 4K steelbook. I don't think
Oh,
that's ever had a 4K release. I could be wrong. It just didn't stand out to me. It just looked like it's a new one.
what movie is that?
So,
Sorry.
Magic,
Oh, no, I don't know what
the
that is.
one where he is a ventriloquist.
Never heard of it.
It's an early one. It's before
Okay.
he really broke out. So, I've heard
Yeah,
it's
right.
really good. Second Sight have
Hmm.
dropped some more bombs. Sexy Beast and the
Yes.
Killing Fields.
Yeah, I'm keen for
Two,
both of those actually.
I reckon the Killing Fields will look
Yeah,
fucking unreal.
yeah. I'm super keen.
So that's as always just a couple, but they're heavy hitters as always.
Yeah, they're not
Um,
cheap.
no, they're not. But if you've been collecting these
Mm,
religiously,
mm.
they're more bricks to your
Yes. That'll
second site mansion that you're building. Severin,
be the sales, I
only
reckon.
only one new release for Severin. So that means
Oh,
I think something will be coming soon in the next week or so. But they've reissued the Al Adamson collection of all
mm.
his films, 13 discs. It's a reconfigured release of this box set because it's been long out of print since they did it last time.
Oh, okay.
Has all the films, all the special features that the last one did, but this one doesn't have Blood of Dracula's Castle, Nurses for Sale, or the Blood and Flesh Files book that came with it. Um, but everything else is the same. So they love their big ass boxes over there at Severin.
Yeah.
Um, if you're building a Severin mansion, you probably need to add this in there if you haven't already. Um, what else have we got? Well, I've only really got two left, so I'll just do them,
Yeah,
and
sure.
then
Okay.
I'll hand the baton back to you.
Okay.
So Turbine Media, they're doing Hero on Blu-ray in four media books, two disc editions, has the director's cut, theatrical cut, and Dolby Atmos, 32-page booklets with each of these. And they're also doing House of Flying Daggers
Ah,
on Blu-ray with four different media books, two disc, and Dolby Atmos as well. So if you're into that, that's pretty big. Um, Cape Light, doing Sunny Dancer on Blu-ray, The Wolf of Wall Street 4K in two different media book variants, and they're doing a bundle for that as well. A film called Presence on 4K and Blu-ray. I reckon that one is the one I was going to see in Melbourne, and I fucked the times up, and I ended up in the wrong film, and then I left with
ah,
my bucket of popcorn. I reckon it was that one. I
yeah,
still
okay.
haven't seen it. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. One called Dust Cartel Brothers Under Fire, which is on 4K and Blu-ray, and it's got Kiefer Sutherland in it.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty cool. He's still out there, still working. We're just probably not doing
Yeah.
as much as he was. Um, Another one called Lion Fist, which I reckon it's got the guy from the last Kumite in it, and it sort of looks
Ah,
like
okay.
that sort of film as well. So that could be quite good. They're doing Raging Bull on 4K, two different variants. So that's a good one too. And another one called Desert Warrior, which is also on 4K and Blu-ray. Thus concludes my labels for the month.
Wow. Well, I've got a few still to talk about, but I won't
Yep.
take long. So we've got Madmen, who have Hunt for the Wilder People, the collectors and standard coming out for that. I wouldn't mind grabbing. I don't think I own Hunt for the Wilder People at all. And why not look that up while I'm actually talking? Have
Well,
you
I
seen Hunt for the Wilder
reckon
People?
I've seen bits of it, and I think with the passing of Sam Neill
Hmm.
just recently, that
Yeah.
is going to sell incredibly quick, I reckon.
Yeah, that's quite expensive for the collectors. I think it's well over $100, I think. But yeah, I'll be getting Hunt for the Wilder People. It's an excellent
It's
movie.
pretty fat though. That's a big box.
Yes, it is. There's a bit going on
Got a
in it.
lot in it.
I've seen it because it's a 20th year anniversary of it, and so it was coming out anyway, whether Sam was alive or not. And I've seen a few online clips of Taika Waititi doing just press about the anniversary of it. They're talking about it quite a lot, so obviously pumping it up for um, cinema releases, anniversary stuff as well. They're also doing the Death of Robin Hood, which is the new Ridley Scott, Hugh Jackman film. It's not supposed to be very good, I don't think. I haven't heard great things about it, but um, yeah, oddly enough, doesn't matter. We'll get to that when I get to that label. And they're doing Power Ballad as well. I think I spoke about Power Ballad last month, didn't I,
Yep.
with Paul Rudd? Yeah, well worth picking up. So that's from Mad Men. BFI have a couple this month I can talk about. Animal Farm, the original cartoon, they're releasing that on 4K from the 80s. It's supposed to be pretty popular. The new one that came out this year or last year's like one of the lowest Rotten Tomato scores in history. It's supposed to be very, very bad. BFI are also doing Salo, which is a Pier Pasolini film. It's a very dark film. And I read about what it was about, and it does sound sick and twisted, but it's also like I really want to watch that. Have you heard of Salo?
Starlo, 100 Days
Yeah.
of Sodom.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that movie's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
you've got to have a tough stomach to watch that one.
Yeah, from what I've read, yeah, it sounds rough as fuck. And I've heard it's really bad. Um, that it might make you take a cold shower, and cry in the shower afterwards or something. But yeah, they're getting BFI doing a 4K of it.
That has themes in it that you could never make today, and the fact that it's even available to buy today or
Yeah,
over the years is unreal. I'm pretty sure it's been banned in a lot of
I
countries because it's
with
just
this
brutal.
with the subject matter, I'm not surprised because it's if anyone who doesn't know, it says in World War II Italy, four fascist libertines round up nine adolescent boys and girls and subject them to 120 days of torture. And it's supposed to be some pretty wild. What IMDb conglomerates says it's like a lot of heavy sex scenes in that as well. So this is not going to be. It's not going to be a fun watch, but I'm very intrigued. Very
I mean,
intrigued.
there's a scene where they make them eat their own shit.
Yeah,
It's
right.
it's brutal. Like I've seen, I reckon half of it. I don't think I ever finished it, so I was just like, nah, this is it's too much for me. I wasn't entertained by it. I didn't
Mm.
enjoy it. It's just not. It's art house on another level.
Oh, is it? Okay. It says
Yeah.
the biggest criticism says the most criticized its poorly structured writing, extremely difficult viewing experience that feels like an endurance test, and gratuitously disturbing sexual content. It's a relentless dark tone and allegorical elements remaining polarizing, with viewers split between seeing profound social commentary or pretentious exploitation disguised as art. It's only a 5.8, and I can probably see there's a very divisive film. So, yeah, there we are. Interesting. What else was up to? Okay, there's BFI Lionsgate Limited. I've decided why not to get into these guys, for at least for this month, but they're doing Blair Witch Project with a VHS as well. Repo, the genetic opera. I don't know what that is. I was wondering if you did. No?
Wow. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's the cover looks, the artwork looked pretty nice. They're doing a Sing Street in 4K. I think we spoke about Sing Street last month. The
Yep.
John Carney film. He did, oddly enough, Power Ballad, which I just mentioned, and a movie called The Furious, which I think I've heard of. I don't really know much about it right now off the top of my head. Random catalog releases. Gremlins 2 has been announced. We're finally getting a 4K of that, as I predicted several months ago, as because it was on sale all the time on Amazon. And Missing in Action is getting a 4K from MVD, the old
Okay.
Chuck Norris film. And I remember that being Missing in Action was really big in my neighborhood in the 80s. Like people seemed to love it. I don't think I ever watched it, um, but I'm assuming you probably have it or whatnot. But anyway, it's on the way.
I
Um,
I will be keen to grab that. And you've
mm.
just re-jogged my memory. I totally missed Retro Gold,
Oh
but
yeah.
I'll chat about that after you're finished.
No, go ahead. Then if you did Retro Gold now, and then I'll go through what's happening in September in Australia.
Um, yes, I did because they keep putting out bits and pieces, but yes, obviously I did say Retro Gold 63 is putting out and has King of the Kickboxers if there's anything left because they sold really quick. They are also doing Missing in Action and Missing in Action 2 in hard
Hmm.
boxes, not 4K, just Blu-ray. Already mentioned Mexicali Life After Fighting. They're doing hard boxes for Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon.
Yeah, sweet.
Um, they're
Are they
doing the
4K? Are they 4K?
no, I think they're just Blu-rays.
That's a pisser. Okay.
Also they did the Marine, and they're putting out best of the best quadrilogy in a crazy steelbook, which is pretty cool
Okay.
because best of the best films are kind of like, straight to VHS,
Hmm.
haven't had much traction since. But Eric Roberts is an absolute weapon in those
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
films.
yeah,
So pretty fucking cool. So I'm glad that you re-jogged my memory with that so I could not miss that for the show.
No, all good. I'm glad I brought it up. I'm just also kind of shopping here while we're talking, but I shouldn't be doing that. Um,
Really, Adam?
second sight. Yeah, I'm not going to buy. I'm not pulling the trigger. It's too much money at the moment. I've got to wait for some pay and fours to go. Anyway, September for Australia. Um, I think Imprint doing a standard Ace Ventura Pet Detective 4K. I think I'll probably have a slip cover, whatnot, not a slip cover, but a hard box, $56 still. Um, I'm going to skip through a lot of those. Greenland 2 is getting a Blu-ray. I really like Greenland 1. It was actually a really impressive film. Greenland 2, not so much. Hokum was really great. Had a really good time with that. That Adam Scott horror movie that came out this year. Really good folk horror. Um, have you seen it? You're not really into
I
horror
haven't
too much,
seen it.
are you?
I've heard of it across the internet because it's
This one, I
been
reckon
quite
you'd like Hokum.
popular.
Oh, yeah, I reckon you would be one of the ones that it's pretty accessible. I reckon you'd like it, and it can be has some really um uh hair-raising moments. I couldn't find the words. As I said, Hunt for the Wilder People, 2nd of September. Practical Magic is getting its 4K because the sequel is coming. Play it again, Sam. Summer Wars. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling through, listeners. Death of Robin Hood, as I mentioned. Um, Mobland TV series, season 1 of Mobland's coming out if you're into that. No Country for Old Men, as I've been talking about, is official now. Now, the cover art on this is coming 9th of September. The cover art on it on Easy DVD doesn't have a slipcover, but I've been assured a slipcover is happening. It's $59, so it's not cheap. And I knew it wasn't going to be cheap because it's going to have some bells and whistles, but the image on here doesn't suggest that. They're also releasing which I don't have. I don't think I've even ever seen this. The original, well, not the original Robin Hood, but the Ridley Scott Russell Crowe Robin Hood is coming on the 9th of September as well on 4K. Um, United 93, which I've spoken about a few times. Disclosure Day is coming on the 23rd of September. Oh, just for the listeners, there's a space between the 9th of September and we don't get a release in the week after that. There's no releases on the 16th, which indicates, and as the JB Hi-Fi calendar shows that they normally have a sale around that time. It's like a post Father's Day sale or something. So there'll be a sale in that week of some kind if you want to holding out for some stuff. All signs point to that. Drive-In Delirium, New Extremities getting another box set, which I don't think they'll continue that because they don't seem to sell very well. Obsession, we're finally getting on the 23rd. Obsession is great. Have you seen that? You'd like
I've heard it's really good.
It can be quite brutal. Yeah, it is. It is very good. Scary movie. The new Scary Movie. It's fucking atrocious. It was so bad, but I'll get the 4K of that as we do. Supergirl is coming on 23rd of September. It's a shame that didn't perform at the box office. I'm keen to watch it. I'm keen to see James Gunn's DCU. Fast and the Furious is getting a steelbook, as I said. That's got a standard and a steelbook coming on the 23rd of September. And World Trade Center, and that's it. Nothing in here for October at the moment. Hopefully next month I will have some bigger updates coming for the rest of the year, some more concrete um, information if everything turns out right. But that is it for the labels. What else do we do at this stage of the show, Shane? I keep forgetting.
We don't really have much
Trying
at
to
the
wrap it
end
up.
now because it was wish lists and
Hmm.
we've juggled things around. And if you've come to the end, that could be it.
We've come to the end. We certainly have. As I look at a $270 cart on second sight. I can't do that. Anyway, guys, Shane, any final thoughts, or you're happy to wrap up? It's
I
lunch.
reckon that's been a pretty big show. We
It's
dropped a lot
two.
of gold on that one.
Mm,
It's been a
we
pretty
did.
big month for both of us.
Yes, and before we go, then I will actually say I mentioned this to you pre-show. I have had another thought, and have rounded up some people. There will be a new show coming to this channel of sorts. I'll still try and keep my interview show. I've got a couple of those in the can. But there'll be a new show coming with 3 or 4 panel members, and myself included, that will be talking about movies and basically like a draft slash ranking type of show. A lot of details still to be ironed out, but look forward to that sometime in future because that will be on its way. Until next time, we are a part of the SPDM Crew podcasting network. If you are interested in being on this show or any other show on the network, hit us up on the website, SPDM Crew, or the Instagram page. If you want to start your own podcast, follow the same instructions. Until next time, we hope you've enjoyed the show. Like I said, like and share us around as much as you can. And we love having you here. Thanks for being here. And we will see you next time for another one of my great closings of this episode. Love you all. See you next time.
See you later.